everyone, I'm DT10 and in this video we'll be continuing to build the 13th Doctor's TARDIS in vanilla Minecraft. So if you haven't seen part 1 of this tutorial, then I'll link to it in the description or you can click at the end of the video. Before this video starts though, I'd just like to say a couple of things. First of all, I really hope you enjoyed my stream yesterday. It was a lot of fun and I'll be doing more like this in the future. Second of all, the audio in this video will sound just like it did in the stream and may sound a bit weird. This is because I recently got a new microphone, so all the videos in the future will sound like this. So let's get on with the video. So this is how we left the TARDIS in part 1 of this tutorial. In this video, we're going to likely be finishing the TARDIS, we're going to be adding a roof, all the extra details, and this main centre platform in the middle. But first of all, you're just going to get grey concrete, and all the way around the edge here, you're just going to fill it all in with grey concrete to create the rest of our floor. Once you've done that, your TARDIS will look like this. I'd just like to point something out though, over here it will look like this for you. However, you can't just place a singular block of grey concrete like that and like that on the other side, and we will be placing other blocks leading all the way up and around like this, meaning none of this will show behind here and this won't look so odd. We're now going to be moving on to the centre platform. For the next steps, you're going to need sea lanterns, and what you're going to do is come to these blocks here. Now, just so you know, all I've done here is just fill in grey concrete all the way around like that and put a single layer of grey concrete down again. This can be any block, you don't even have to do this, it just makes it easier for the next step. And what we're going to be doing is on top of all of these blocks here, we're just going to be placing sea lanterns like this. Once you've done that, you can then get your honey blocks and your light blue stained glass. So first of all, for all of these 5 here, you can just place honey blocks, and you can then place another one up there like that. For these 2 blocks, you're going to place light blue stained glass, and then for these 3, you're going to place honey again, a light blue stained glass in the middle, another 3 of honey with 2 light blue stained glass. All the way along here, you can place honey blocks like we did over there. You're then going to repeat it on the other side, so you can place 2 light blue stained glass there, 1 in the middle like that, another 2 honey blocks here with 2 light blue stained glass, and then finally another honey block. This is what your platform should now look like. You're then going to get your grey carpet, and all the way along the top of both the honey blocks and the glass, you're going to place some grey carpet, just like we did over here with our honey blocks. Once you've done that, you're going to need orange stained glass and orange concrete powder, along with our sea lanterns once again. So first of all, you're going to come to here, and 2 blocks like that, and another 2 next to it, you're just going to place sea lanterns. You're then going to place grey concrete in between like that, and here you're going to place 2 blocks underneath like this, 3 sorry, and then you're just going to place orange concrete powder underneath like that, and then on top of all of this here, you're just going to place orange stained glass. You're going to repeat this design at the back here, and once you've done that, you're then just going to need your orange stained glass and your orange concrete powder. You're then going to come to this block here and do 2 out like that with an orange concrete powder underneath like that. You're then going to repeat this on all 4 sides, and then you're going to do exactly the same thing but for these 2 areas here. So you're just going to come to this block and place it like that, and then you're just going to come to this block here and place it like that. You're then going to fill all of the surrounding area here with grey concrete. That is the basics of our central platform complete. However, there are some very key structures missing, which is why I've left these 6 blocks blank, and that is the main 6 crystalline pillars that many people associate this TARDIS with. So we're going to be building these out of sea lanterns, honey blocks, warped buttons, and chiseled stone bricks. So first of all, you're going to come to these 6 blocks here, and just on the top like this, you're just going to be placing 6 sea lanterns. You're then going to get your honey blocks, and on top of these 6 sea lanterns, you're going to be placing 2 honey blocks. Once you've placed these 2 honey blocks, you're then going to need your chiseled stone bricks, and on top of all of these, you're just going to be placing a single block. You're then going to be getting your warped button, and on every single face of these chiseled stone blocks, so there should be 5, you're going to be placing a warped button like that. Repeat this on the other 5 here. After that, you can move on to the next part, and for that, we're going to be needing our honey blocks once again. So you're going to need to come to this block here like that, and you're going to place a singular honey block. On top of that, you're going to be placing chiseled stone bricks like that. However, it's even more simple than that for the straight ones. You're literally just going to place a singular honey block there like that, with a chiseled stone bricks on top like that, completely straight, and you're then going to repeat this design on the other 4. Once you've done this, you're going to get your warped buttons, and once again, you're just going to do the exact same thing. You're going to cover up all 5 sides of this with a warped button like this. And finally, to finish off these pillars, we're just going to be placing a singular honey block like that for the diagonal ones, and for the straight ones, you're just going to destroy this single warped button here and place it like that. this is the design of your 6 pillars complete. We're now going to be moving on to the console. For the basic shape of this console, these 4 blocks are the only blocks we're going to be needing. So first of all, you can just place any block here, and you're going to place a polished andesite stairs facing like that underneath this glass block here. Repeat this on the other 4 sides. After that, you're going to get your polished andesite slabs, and you're just going to place 2 on the corners of each of these stair blocks like this, and you're then going to need your sea lanterns. So first you're going to do is punch 4 holes in the grey concrete in each of the corners like this, and replace them with a sea lantern like this. You're then going to place 4 sea lanterns like that in the middle, and a 5th one in the middle like that. You're then going to fill these bits in with honey blocks like this, and you're then going to get your polished andesite slabs and place 4 on top like that, and 3 honey blocks leading out from the centre like that. This is the basic shape of the console complete. We're now going to be moving on to the decoration. So first of all, we've got a lever, we've got a redstone repeater, a wither skeleton skull, a dead tube coral fan, redstone dust, dead brain coral fan, polished blackstone button, daylight detector, skeleton skull, redstone comparator, and polished blackstone pressure plate. Now these are just the blocks that I've chosen to decorate my console with and that I think work really nicely. You can choose different ones if you want to, but these are the ones that I'm going to be showing you how to place. So first of all, you're going to come to this left block here, centered with a door like this, and you're going to place a lever. You're then going to get a redstone repeater and set it facing outwards towards the door on 1 tick. You're then going to get a wither skeleton skull and place it diagonally backwards on this block here like that, and you're then going to get a dead tube coral fan and place 1 there with a redstone dust next to it and a lever like that. You're next up going to need your dead brain coral fan. You're going to placing 1 there with a polished blackstone button there like that, a daylight detector there like that, and a skeleton skull facing diagonally outwards just like it was with that one. You're then going to be getting a redstone comparator and placing it facing inwards towards the skeleton skull with that lit up like that, a polished blackstone pressure plate here, and then finally your dead tube coral fan once again and placing it just normally on that block here. This is the decoration for our console complete. This is the central area of our TARDIS almost complete. However, before we can finish it, this TARDIS needs a roof, and so with black concrete all the way across the top like this, you're just going to be filling it all in. Once you've done that, the outside of your TARDIS will look like this, and when you walk inside the TARDIS, this is what the inside will look like. Now, once you've put the roof on, you get a real feel for what the lighting will look like. For this TARDIS, I can recommend setting your brightness to moody. However, you also get a feel of the real scale and concept of quite how big this TARDIS is, as it looks very, very strange having all the small detail bit in the middle and nothing around the outside. However, we will soon be changing that, but first, we've got to add something else to our central platform. So first, with your sea lantern, you're going to come to the centre block here, and above, you're just going to place 1 on the roof like that. All the way around like this, you're going to place polished andesite blocks, and then just like we did with our console, you're then going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 on all the sides like that. You're then going to get your honey blocks, and you're going to create a cross pattern on the top like that, with another 2 underneath of the centre one like that. We're then going to get our iron bars, and all the way around the top like this, you're just going to place some iron bars like this. Then, still with your iron bars, you're just going to place 2 more on each of the corners like this. And that is the first layer of this shape complete. We're now going to come to this centre block here, and we're just going to all the way around place a singular iron bar underneath like this. Once you've done that, come behind the iron bars and place 4 iron bars underneath like this. You're then on either side of these iron bars going to place a further 2 iron bars like this. And then once you've done that, you're just going to connect them all up by on this block here, just placing another singular iron bar in each of these 4 corners. Once you've done that, this is the first bit of this shape complete. You're now going to come to this block under here, and you're just going to once again place a further 4 iron bars. Like we did on the second layer, you're then just going to place another singular iron bar behind these 4 iron bars. Then, like we did previously, we're just going to be connecting them all up like this, but then once you've done that, this is your entire shape complete. You're now going to need your light blue stained glass, and randomly, wherever you've placed iron bars, you're just going to place a singular block of blue stained glass. This, as I said, is completely random, and it looks better the more random it is. Once you've done that, this is the entirety of the main centre platform complete. We're now going to be moving on to the outsides of the TARDIS. Now this is a very, very repetitive task, however I'm going to be showing you how to do it step by step. We're now going to be using this iron bar and light blue stained glass building technique once again. So we're going to be coming to these light grey concrete blocks we placed in the last video, and all the way along we're just going to be placing iron bars like this. Once you've done that on both sides, raise it up by a further 3 blocks. You can then get your light blue stained glass and randomly fill it in just like we did up there. This is what it will look like once you've finished all of that. Now it's a very time consuming job, mainly due to the hitboxes and placements of the iron bars, but once you get this far it's definitely worth it. We're now going to be moving on to the final steps of this interior. So for the final steps of this interior, we're going to be doing a similar thing to what we did here, but using polished andesite stairs and andesite stairs. We're going to be creating 2 circles, one roughly here and one directly on top of the concrete here. So what it's going to look like is this. We're going to alternate between polished andesite stairs and andesite stairs like this, and then once you get to the next row, you're going to do the same thing but backwards, and if you've got a polished andesite, you're then going to put an andesite normally, and then on top of this one, you're going to put this one, and then on top of this one, you're going to put this one, and you're just going to constantly alternate like this. What we're trying to achieve by doing this is the roundel design that you see on screen now. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be repeating this twice, as I said, and so to start with, we're going to be doing the slightly longer one, which is all the way around the edge of this TARDIS, so directly on top of all of the concrete we've placed. Once you've done that all the way around the outside of your TARDIS with your normal andesite stairs, you're then just going to go 1 block like this from this block here, another block and another block like that. You're then going to repeat this on the other side, so 1 block here, another block like that, another block like that. After you've done that, you're then going to continue this on by going 1, 2 like this, and then 1, and you're going to continue this circle like this all the way around your TARDIS as its next layer. So once you've done that, this is what your TARDIS should look like, but with some differences. So the reason there are some differences is because for the rest of this tutorial, I have moved to the original version of this TARDIS that I showed you at the beginning of the video, so that I didn't have to remake all of this around here. The main difference with your version will be that you don't have this monitor, and that's why this side is blank, because I'll be showing you next how to build the monitor. So just so you know, we'll be building one on this side. I won't be building it on that side as it already exists, but all you need to do is do a very similar thing on the other side there. So to start with, we're going to come to these iron bars, and what you're going to do is destroy some of them in almost a semicircle shape. So to start with, you're going to leave these 1, 2, 3 like that, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. You're then going to come inwards, so you're going to leave another one again like this, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3 like that. So next up, you're going to find the center point for your blocks here, which should be here, and on the 4th one up, you're going to destroy that block and the next 3 above it like that. You're then going to destroy another 3 like that, and you're then going to destroy another 3 like that, and then 1 in the middle like that, so you should end up with this shape on top. Once you've done that, you're going to fly through here like this, and then on the 4th block up once again, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, with just 2 in the middle. Then down here again, you're just going to come to this block and go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and the same on the other side, so 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and that is the basic shape of our monitor complete. Before we move on, just to check, you should be able to stand here next to your console and look through like this, and you should be able to see right to that black concrete. This is the purpose of us destroying these blocks here and this one here, just so you can see directly through to here. We're now going to destroy all of the black concrete that's in here. Once you've done that, so you should have 3 blocks across the middle like that with 1 up all the way around, you're just going to come outside your TARDIS, or you can do it from the inside, but I prefer to do it from the outside, and in all the space you've just punched out, you're simply just going to fill it all in with orange stained glass. After you've done that, you're going to need the following blocks: orange concrete powder, orange concrete, sea lanterns, white wool, and white concrete powder. And what you're going to do is mix these blocks wherever you've placed these. So this is the design that I've chosen for my monitor, however yours will obviously be very different. When you go inside your TARDIS, your monitor should look like this. You're then going to repeat this exact same thing, however with different blocks behind on the other side like that. Once you've done that, you're ready to move on to the final decoration of this TARDIS. For the last part of this TARDIS, we will be making a walkway that leads all the way over here. However, I've slightly changed this design from the one we saw in part 1 of this tutorial. This is because in the New Year's Day special of Doctor Who, Revolution of the Daleks, we saw a slightly different angle to the TARDIS which showed this walkway in more detail. So first of all, you're going to come to here, and from this block, you're just going to destroy them all the way 3 like that until you reach here, 4 sorry. You're then going to repeat this all the way up again like this, and then finally you're just going to punch 2 in the middle like that. You're next going to need orange carpet, and you're going to place 2 on the floor like that, with 2 iron bars behind it like that, and a single orange carpet on top of this iron bar like that. Now, the design leading up from here is very, very random placement. However, you can do it a bit more order if you want to, but for me, I'm just going to continue this all the way up with some random iron bar placement. To show you what I mean, I'm just going to continue this up by one block like this. So all I've done here is just place some random iron bars, and I'm going to just put a random piece of orange carpet here and here like that. You can repeat this all the way until you get to there. This is my walkway complete. Another thing to note though is that you don't really want to go much higher than this, as you want to be able to create an archway like this. So you punch 6 like that, and then you punch a singular one above like that. Now, this is where I left it in my last version. However, we also saw a doorway made out of what looks like a hologram style entrance. So what I'm going to do is from here, continue it outwards like this. So you're just going to continue it all the way using the same random iron bar placement that we used previously, just like that until you reach here. What you're then going to do is just raise it up by one block like this, fill it all in with orange carpet, and then after that you're going to come to these blocks here and you're just going to punch 6, so a 3x2 area like that. What you're then going to do is punch again behind the black concrete like this, and to the side here you're going to destroy these blocks like this, and you're going to place cyan stained glass like that. You're going to do the same for these ones here, so you're going to destroy them and put cyan stained glass like that. Do the same for the under ones and the ones on top, and then finally you're going to place sea lanterns behind all of them like this. After that, place cyan stained glass like this just across the top, and then finally you're just going to place black concrete behind it like this. Fill in all the areas that you haven't yet done. After that, your walkway will look something like this. Now, this is a detail you don't have to add, but I think it's a really, really nice thing to add, and it's a really nice detail to finish off this build. So that is the end of this 13th Doctor's TARDIS tutorial. Here are the exteriors that we built, and then as you walk inside the TARDIS, here is the interior that we have built in this tutorial. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this one. This took a very, very long time to design, so I really hope it was worth it. So that's it for this video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like or comment, and if you'd like to see more content like this, then please subscribe. But I've been DT10, and I will see you in the next video.